We gonna get into some things.
Oh, we gonna get into some things.
What's up, you guys? So today we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, and we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Not exactly about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but more about Wendy Williams, Andy Cohen, and NENE Leakes. So you guys, we're going to start off with Candice Dillard and Monique Samuels from the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, I don't know if you guys keep up with the Real Housewives of Potomac like I do, but I recently just started watching it this season. I went back and watched all of the older episodes. So you guys, when I seen that fight between Monique and Candice, I was just like, what the H? Because everybody knows that the Real Housewives of Potomac is supposed to be much classier than the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So you guys, Candice and Monique, they were previously friends on the last seasons. This season before the one that's on now was when everything started falling apart, basically. So you guys, Candice basically accused Monique of having an affair with her trainer. And you know, if you and your girl are really good friends and someone go and spread a rumor like that, knowing that it can be detrimental to your marriage, of course you're going to have some beef with that person. That's just what it is. By the way, you guys, if you're wondering what I'm using on my eyebrows, it is a eyebrow gel. It's in the color dark brown. Yeah, dark brown. Because if you do black, that's going to be too dark, too unnatural looking. Even though drawing your brows on like this still kind of looks unnatural. But yeah, anyways, getting into the backdrop of Real Housewives of Potomac. So the fight basically started out, you know, we're like 6 or something episodes in. And basically, during those 6 episodes, Monique and Candice, they have basically been trying to get it out in the open, the reason why they're beefing with each other, because Candice just seems to think like she don't know why Monique is beefing with her. But Monique keeps trying to explain it to Candice, and it seems like Candice isn't understanding. Now, the thing is, Candice ended up inviting this lady, you guys, and this lady, her name is Charisse Jordan Jackson, basically to her anniversary party earlier in the last season. And this Jackson girl is supposed to be the one who basically started the rumor that Monique was having an affair with her trainer. And Monique and Candice seemed like they were really good friends, you guys. So if someone is you're really good friends with and they invite someone that you know you don't F with to your space, of course you're going to feel some type of way. Some people may call that childish. But most women don't really like that type of stuff. So this whole season, basically, Monique has been trying to explain to Candice the reason why she isn't feeling her. And Candice basically seems to act like she doesn't understand. Which most of the ladies in the group understand. Most of the other ladies in the group feel like the situation is childish. But for Monique, it's not childish to her because, as I said earlier, it's detrimental to her marriage. So you guys, this fight, as you know, most of the shows, they are filmed a year in advance, basically. So of course, we heard about it on social media, but we didn't get to see all the juicy details until this year. And the fight basically started off with Miss Giselle. I feel like Giselle, she's super messy. But anyways, she basically invited all the girls to a wine tasting so that she can celebrate her literary award for her book that she published. It was a tell-all book about her life and all of that. She basically invited all the girls, and I feel like she was being messy because they were sitting around talking about different things that was happening in the different ladies' lives. And she basically brought up the situation with Monique and Candice. And she know that with Monique, it's more of a sensitive topic to Monique more than it is to Candice. So Candice, she's still basically in La La Land, basically saying she don't know the reason why Monique is steady coming for her, or why her and Monique aren't good friends anymore. And they get to talking about the situation. And it seems like Candice, she doesn't really know how to have a mature conversation because, in my opinion, I feel like Monique was trying to speak to her in a grown-up manner, but then Candice started doing like the childish things by, mocking Monique when she was talking, and basically just doing little small things to, annoy people and get under their skin when they're talking about something serious. And that's basically what Candice was doing to Monique at the time. And so Monique, she just finally had enough of the whole situation. And she grabbed Candice by her hair. When she grabbed Candice by her hair, Candice then kind of like threw her contents of her wine glass into Monique's face. And so by Candice doing that, Monique, she just kind of like blacked out literally because she couldn't see anything because the wine was in her eyes. But she was just, throwing punches towards Candice's head and basically holding on to Candice's wig for dear life. And everyone's in the background screaming, like, let Candice's hair go and all of that. Now, of course, the whole world is going to have their opinion about the situation, including me, because I definitely had to go speak about this. And I never really talk about a lot of the Real Housewives drama that happens unless it's something that I feel like that's worth talking about or something that piques my own personal interest. But, yeah, all of the cast members are basically now looking at Monique in a different light, basically feeling like she's violent. And I seen the clip from next week's episode that's going to come on Sunday, you guys. And some of them were just basically saying like they didn't want to be around her anymore and like she's just going to pop off at any moment. But they have to understand, when you're hanging with the enemy, you become the enemy, basically. Like, why would Monique feel comfortable hanging around Candice after Candice brought a lady to her, basically saying that she was sleeping with her trainer, and Monique, she's a married woman. So, you guys, now we're going to get into the backstory of why Candice and Monique are beefing with each other. So, basically, Candice sat down with Wendy Williams and basically said she doesn't know why a year later she's still confused on why her and Monique even had the altercation. So you guys, as I said earlier, Candice, she has been basically saying she don't know the reason why Monique is upset at her. But as I just explained, Monique is upset because she brought the girl who had spread the rumor that she had been sleeping with her personal trainer to her engagement party or wedding ceremony, whichever one it was. But yeah, you guys. And so, as you know, Candice, she did press charges against Monique. So they will be going to court soon about the whole situation. And my thing is this. Candice, she is annoying. Like, she's like that gnat that's in your ear that just won't freaking go away. And anytime any of the ladies on the show basically have any beef with her, she's definitely one of the ones to throw the stone and then hide her hand after the whole situation, because it seems like she's not into confrontation, but she seems to be in like a lot of the center in a lot of the drama that's going on between the girls. And as I said, some of the ladies like Giselle was basically saying that Monique was violent and they really don't want to be associated with her. So in the next episode, you will see them basically say that to her. And from that point, Monique, she basically is questioning her filming with the rest of the cast on the show. You guys, I'm just putting this setting powder here so that I can set my eyebrows so that they can be in place all day. Basically how you would set your concealer or your foundation. So you guys, now I'm going to be moving on to the Dewy Luminix. It's basically a face primer. It has a little color in it. So you guys, I'm going to put that on my face. Now you don't need a lot of primer. Just a little bit of primer. A little bit goes a long way. But yeah, you guys, now we're going to be moving on to NENE Leakes, Andy Cohen, and Wendy Williams. So you guys know that on the last season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Wendy Williams made a phone appearance with NENE Leakes following the drama with the network and what is her name? Kenya Moore, you guys. So I know you guys right now it looks really dewy and all of that, but don't worry about it. It's gonna all come together. But you guys, yeah, so as you guys know, NENE Leakes, she said that Wendy Williams was one of her good friends. And then it turns out that Wendy Williams, she doesn't consider her and NENE to be close friends, more like acquaintances, you guys. So, as you guys know, NENE Leakes, she is no longer going to be filming with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Her contract ended, and they do not want NENE back for a new season. In my personal opinion, I think they are some fools, you guys, for not keeping NENE around on the show. NENE has carried that show for a very long time, you guys, but I guess it's true what they say. They basically kind of like just used her up. Or maybe she self-sabotaged herself, you guys. Because it's a lot of things that NENE felt like she was too good to do on the show anymore because she had been a cast member of the show for so long. So you guys, this is going to be a really light beat. I'm going to go in with that color right there. This is Elf, an Elf shade. Live with Andy Cohen, basically saying she didn't know what NENE will be doing for money now that she's not any longer with the network. I just feel like, you know, Wendy Williams, she's not loyal to anybody. Like, I don't know why NENE thought that Wendy Williams would be, but you guys, she thought it. She thought it, really. Yeah, she basically called NENE boring. I feel like NENE, she made the show, and I really can't see myself watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta without NENE. Now, I'm definitely going to tune in when they premiere just to see what it's like. And if it's any good, I will continue to watch it. But I just don't see the show being good without NENE. And I also don't see NENE going on to do any other show because, I mean, where would NENE fit in at? NENE would have to do a whole 360 on her attitude before she can fit in anywhere else when it comes to shows like this, because NENE, I do agree with Wendy Williams when she said that NENE is dramatic and attention-seeking. She is, but that's just NENE's personality. Wendy basically went on her platform to speak negatively about NENE And NENE, she basically chose to respond to it on her YouTube, you guys. I can't post the clip of what Wendy had to say because copyright and everything. But if I was doing this on like Instagram or Facebook or something, I could post it for you guys and we could talk about it. Wendy basically talked about NENE's family, and NENE feels some types of way about Wendy speaking about her family. She basically said that NENE and her family was boring because, you know, NENE, she did have like some type of like spinoff with her family regarding, you know, like whatever her family and her kids do. As you guys know, NENE Leakes, she does. Her and Greg does have kids together. And I'm not sure how many they have together, but I do recall that NENE did get some type of spinoff show. Hence why on the reunion, the final reunion, the past reunion of Real Housewives of Atlanta, they said NENE and Kandi was into it because Bravo chose to give, I guess, the family special to Kandi this year instead of giving it to NENE like I guess it usually is. But that's how I kind of knew they were going to get rid of NENE, because they were just cutting NENE and everything. It all started when Portia, I forgot who it was, Portia and Kandi tried to go into NENE's closet and NENE got crazy with them. So that's kind of where it started, you guys. Where they kind of stopped like showing NENE in episodes talking about she was too violent. So I feel like from that point, right then and there, it was kind of like a push to get NENE out of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because that's pretty much where it all started from. So you guys, now that I did my foundation and added like a little concealer under my eyes, I don't like to wear too much concealer under my eyes. I really don't like to wear a lot of face makeup at all, like foundation and concealer. That's why I try to work on my skin, because I'd rather not wear all of that, because I just feel like it's too much, especially because I live in Vegas and it's just definitely too much for the type of weather that Vegas has. It's basically like living in Miami and you're wearing a full face of makeup every day. It's hot. But you guys, now I'm just basically going to go over my eyebrows with my mascara. I know that sounds super weird, but you guys, it's a method to my madness. So basically, this is just going to conceal my eyebrows even more and then give it like a little darker appearance, because I really don't have hair at the ends of my eyebrows. So this is kind of like helping a little bit. But it also helps to make sure that my eyebrows stay in place. My drawn on eyebrows stay in place. But you guys, yeah, NENE, she basically went on to say that her family never signed up to be a part of television. She did. So therefore, Wendy should have never went so low as to mention her family, which I feel like NENE is definitely 100% correct. Like, what did NENE's family have to do with her being dropped by Bravo TV off the Real Housewives of Atlanta? I mean, it just didn't make any sense. But we all know that Wendy, she has definitely been doing some strange things here lately. There was a live that Tasha K, she basically put out, and she talked about how Wendy fired DJ Booth with an F. I don't know why I said Booth, but DJ Booth without an explanation, and then fired some other people as well. But the other people that she fired, she gave really healthy like checks to. But when it came to DJ Booth, she didn't give him a healthy check. And word on the street is that she basically released her boobs backstage in one of her dressing rooms in front of some of her staff members. And to keep from, you know, the word getting out, she basically fired them and gave them like really healthy checks to make it on. But word on the street is she didn't give DJ Booth as much money as the rest of her employees. And that's the reason why he's allegedly suing Wendy. Because he found out that the other staff members got better checks than her. Than him, I mean. But yeah, you guys, as I said, Wendy, she's not loyal to anybody but herself. Which is understandable when you're in the type of position that Wendy is in. But NENE, she basically went on to say that they have forced her out of the franchise. And they should basically stop using her name for clickbait and for clout, you guys. So we all know that NENE, she's definitely gonna clap back. She was like, if you don't have anything positive to say about me after 13 years of being on the show, stop bringing up my name on your show to help your ratings. Stop it. You didn't want me here. You've been forcing me out for the past 4 years, okay? So there's no reason why you need to keep bringing me up and talking so negatively about me if I don't mean ish to you, okay? And then she even added to Wendy Williams. And Wendy, she deserved it. I don't care what nobody say. Wendy, if she can talk crap and dish it out, she can definitely deserve to take some, because you know many of celebrities have definitely came for Wendy Williams. Sometimes she respond back, sometimes she don't. But NENE basically said you spend more time trying to figure out how you can drain your enormously large legs and feet, okay? Opposed to worrying about my family and what we are doing. And Andy, remember, no one knew you until you knew me. Guys, when I say NENE clap back, she also hinted that Wendy was a cokehead, which people have been saying for years that Wendy was a cokehead. Now, I didn't hear that Wendy was back on drugs, but I definitely did hear that she's a heavy drinker. Like, since Kelvin or whatever his name is and her have not been together, she has been abusing liquor. Real Housewives of Potomac was definitely really great to watch. Because that's not all that happened in the episode. In the episode, she actually talked about when her husband kind of got caught at the hotel room with an alleged stripper. And he claimed that he did not sleep with the stripper. He just fell asleep, quote unquote. And when he got up to check his phone and his emails and everything the next morning, she basically snapped a picture of him. He said that he had got so drunk that he ended up just inviting the girl with him to the hotel room. The girl asked for him to get a hotel room, and he said okay. But because he was so drunk, he couldn't tell her no, I suppose. That's what he made it seem like. And at the winery, the girls, they all talked about the situation. And actually, she just made it seem like she was going to give her husband some consequences for his actions, but he better never do anything like that again, pretty much. That's pretty much what she's saying. And I guess she just wanted to thank everybody for not judging her in her situation, because suppose she has been judgmental to the other cast members when things have happened in their relationships. So yeah, she basically is adamant that she believed her husband, that he said he did not sleep with the stripper that he took back to his hotel room, that he was so drunk that he fell asleep. As when Ashley was talking about her husband Charles and his recent infidelity that happened in the media, she basically told everyone that she could possibly be pregnant with her husband's baby. And so all of the girls have been through something on the show. Especially Giselle. She was with her ex-husband, who has Pastor Jamal Bryant. That is her ex-husband. And she had left him for cheating, allegedly. And now they're getting back together. I guess now that they're older, I guess they kind of feel like they figured their life out. And he wants to be back with her, and she wants to be back with him. And a lot of people aren't here for it. Especially his daughters. He has like 3 daughters with her. And it seems like they're not happy about it. And it seems like Giselle's father isn't happy about it either, you guys. So Giselle's father, he basically told her that he wanted her to be happy and blah, blah, blah. So Giselle ended up inviting Pastor Jamal Bryant to the restaurant that he had got for his daughters. He's basically opening them up in a restaurant so that they can create generational wealth and also learn about business more. So Giselle, she invites her dad. Oh, I can't stand like those eye boogers, you guys. But she basically invited her dad to the restaurant to basically see what a good job Jamal has done with their kids and how much have Jamal has been there for the kids more and how their family is evolving. Basically trying to paint a perfect picture that everything is perfect in the relationship and that the relationship isn't happening like the first time the relationship did. And the dad, he pretended to be happy for the daughter, you guys. So he was there talking with Giselle and Pastor Jamal Bryant. But Giselle's dad, he really didn't have much to say about the situation. He just basically wanted to excuse himself and go to the bathroom. So, you guys, as he excused himself to the bathroom, you guys, he had a whole lot to say. He was not here for it, you guys. He said... Okay, so before I get to this, you know how they do the background cast where they do like their little confessionals basically and talk about everything that has to go on with the show. And so one of the people, the producers, asked Giselle how many baby moms did Pastor Jamal Bryant have, and she was like, that's not anyone's business. It's not her business. All she knows is that he take care of her kids and that he love her kids. So fast forward to the restaurant where the dad gets up and excuses himself to the bathroom. He basically asked the producers to take his mic off. Because Pastor Jamal Bryant was an ish. The dad then went on to reveal, you guys, that Pastor Jamal has 6 or 7 baby mothers, you guys. So Giselle did not want to tell the world how many kids this man had. But subliminally, her dad went on ahead and told all the tea, you guys. So I'm sure when Giselle was sitting at home watching this, she was like, what the fuck? But as you can see, like her daughters, they want to be supportive of her. But at the same time, they're disapproving. It's like you can tell that they love their dad. But they probably feel like their mom is being naive in the same sentence. So the reason why I brought up the Giselle and Pastor Jamal Bryant situation is because when Ashley was telling her story about her situation with her husband, Giselle, she had this look like Ashley was being very naive of her to think that her husband would be in a hotel room with another woman and not have slept with her. So I feel like Giselle, she was being very messy and very shady once again in that situation. I feel like if she felt that way about Ashley's husband, she should have pulled Ashley to the side and spoke with Ashley about it. But all I'm saying is maybe she shouldn't have talked to Ashley about it, but she shouldn't have made that disapproving judging look, because it was not a good look on her, because everyone, like, the world pretty much knows your situation too. So you can't be being so judgmental about Ashley's situation. So you guys, this whole video has been nothing about anything other than the Real Housewives. Because for some reason, I just keep seeing all this Real Housewives of Atlanta tea, and I definitely needed to make a video for you guys. So I decided to talk about it. Now I know all of you guys may not be like into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And trust me, you guys, I wasn't into it either. But since the whole coronavirus thing has been happening, there has literally been nothing on TV to watch other than stuff like that. Because everybody's pretty much now watching Netflix and Hulu all the time. Because there's like nothing coming on TV. No new shows. Or the good shows that were on TV, they're not even premiering because they can't work because of the coronavirus. So what do you guys think about the whole situation with Candice Dillard and Monique Samuels? Do you guys think that the whole situation was very childish, and Monique, she should have never put her hands on Candice Dillard? Because now, you guys, Candice Dillard, she is basically suing Monique for the whole situation. Do you guys think that NENE was right to tell Wendy Williams off? Or do you guys think Wendy Williams was right for basically saying that there's no other platform for NENE, and that NENE should just do something different because there's not going to be any work for her and she doesn't see how she's going to make any money? Do you guys think that Ashley was wrong for being so naive towards the situation with her husband? Basically, her husband saying that he did invite the stripper back to the hotel room, but he did not sleep with her. He basically fell asleep, and she snapped a picture of him while he was checking his morning emails and messages. Or do you guys think Ashley is right to believe her husband? And then, as she said in the show, once the new information comes out, it can be handled accordingly. Do you guys think Giselle is wrong for getting back with Pastor Jamal Bryant after everything he put her through and how he had kids and everything on her? Or do you guys feel like Giselle is right to want to make her marriage work between her ex-husband because they have 3 kids together? Do you guys think Giselle's father was right to feel the way that he felt towards Pastor Jamal Bryant? And what do you guys think about Giselle's dad spilling the tea on how many kids Pastor Jamal Bryant really has? I want you guys to let me know down in my comment section below. Do not forget to like my videos, share my videos, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more royalty.